A Nazi officer walked into the seawater, where the temperature was minus 30 degrees Celsius. He gritted his teeth, wanting to see how long he could stay in the water, but after just 30 seconds, the cold became unbearable for him. So he clambered out at once. The officer then forcibly pushed another prisoner of war into the sea, threatening him to submerge his body in the water. The prisoner's face quickly turned blue, and his body trembled uncontrollably. The officer was convinced that no one could swim across the sea in such extreme cold. Just 2 days prior, a Norwegian soldier had escaped. People found his tracks on the shore, and the police speculated that he had frozen to death, but in reality, the soldier, named Bess, had already swum across the sea and arrived at a village on the opposite side, where he was rescued by the villagers. The next day, the Germans came to the village to search. Bess, who had gone out skiing, ran into them and, in his panic, fell to the ground. The officer noticed Bess and handed him the hat he had dropped. Then, Bess quickly left the scene, but it wasn't long before the officer sensed something was wrong. Because most Norwegians were good at skiing, he immediately ordered a helicopter to pursue Bess. Subsequently, the helicopter triggered an avalanche. Bess accelerated on his skis to escape, but was ultimately buried by the snow. The German pilot assumed he couldn't have survived. When everything became calm again, the man opened his eyes from the snow pile. He had been favored by luck once more. Despite being covered in frostbite, he used his strong willpower to climb back to the village. Unfortunately, just a few days later, the Germans returned to the village to search.